Well, as you all know by now, this week's module and assignment is about finding your own unique point of view of things. And I've given you an assignment that has asked you to do your shooting within 100 feet of your house so that you can look around those areas that you find familiar and see if you can find something really unique there. Because if you can do that, then you can go other places and find those unique shots. So I'm going to be shooting in my front yard, and I may go around in the back and do a little shooting in the backyard as well. Just to make it fair, I'm going to do all of my shooting with a single lens, with a normal lens on the camera. It happens to be a lens that's capable of opening wide up, so it should be able to give me some shallow depth of field. Today is overcast. It's not a good day to do a big, broad landscape shot because there's not much definition. There's not much shadow, there's very little highlight, but it's a perfect day for doing tight shots and close-ups. So I'm going to be looking for that since that's the light I was dealt, and we'll see how that works out. So let's see what happens. Well, across the front of the house, I have a very dead area thanks to water restrictions, so I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time looking for something in there, at least not today. Here's a tree with some stuff growing on it. There might be some possibilities there. I might take a look at that, see what we can turn up. But here in the middle of the yard is a stand of magnolia trees. They've got some growing seeds on them. There aren't any of their magnificent white blossoms, but there's a bunch of seeds and seed pods on them, and I think those might make some interesting things to try. So I think I'm going to concentrate on that. So here's what I'm talking about. Here in the center of this tree is a beautiful seed pod that's already got its seeds on it. It's looking good. I think it's going to be perfect for what we're going to want to find here. So I'm going to concentrate on that. Now, what I'll do is move around it a little bit, and I'm going to try some different exposures for it. Primarily, I'm going to try some different apertures to play with some depth of field. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so here we are in the backyard. My poor pool has been drained because this winter it's going to be resurfaced, but there's some dead leaves down on the bottom. There might be something interesting in there. We'll take a look, see what we can find. But then around the side of the pool, there are some really nice plants out on the hedge protecting this whole area. And I think I see something that really might be just perfect. What has captured my attention is this bougainvillea plant. Now, a few weeks ago, this was really beautiful, and now it's dying, what can I say? But because of that, because of the mixture of colors and live leaves, dead leaves, there's even a couple of brand new little buds coming out, to my amazement. But I think maybe we can work with this and see if we can find something. I'm sure there's something in here somewhere. So let's take a look at some of this. There's a couple of close-ups of different parts of this plant. Some of these I think are working pretty good. And again, we played with them at different apertures so that we're getting different depths of field, ranging from wide enough to get a whole bud to shallow enough to barely get the little flower on top. So there we have it. There we have some fun stuff to play with, hopefully some nice shots for you. And now it's your turn. Now you get to go out in your backyard or your front yard or wherever, within 100 feet of your house, and produce something fun for me. And I'm going to really look forward to seeing it. See you next time.